Hi guys, and welcome back to Libris Custom Knives channel. When I started this channel, I never thought I'd be doing reviews, but once in a while you get a tool or a product that really surprises you in a good way, and you want to let other people know about it. So let me give you some background info first of all. About 4 months ago I found myself looking for a cordless drill in preparation of moving house and having to build a workshop in my new place. I was looking for something that had high torque, was reasonably heavy duty for DIY use, came with 2 batteries, preferably lithium ion, and to add to the list I wanted to spend about £100 or thereabouts. Looking at the specs on the screen, we can see that this Stanley FatMax FMC620LB cordless hammer drill comes with 2 lithium ion batteries, a fast charger, a 22-step clutch, and a massive 48 Newton meters of torque. It pretty much ticked all the boxes, and it cost about £150 from Argos in UK. However, I got it on offer for a penny under £100. So I bought one. And here it is, after about 4 months of use. It comes in this nice heavy-duty injection-molded plastic case with metal clips. They close the lid with a nice positive click, so it's nice and secure. There is a small problem with those clips, however, and I will show it to you later. Inside the case you get the drill itself, a spare battery, a charger, a combination flathead and a posit drive screw bit. This is a replacement one, as I've managed to lose the original one somewhere, and some documentation and warranty information as well. That is pretty much it. All the websites that sell this drill say that it has an auxiliary handle, but I cannot for the life of me find it, and I can't remember it being in the case, so I do not think it actually comes with one. On the side of the drill you have the trigger, the reverse switch, and a belt clip. On the top you'll find a magnetic bit holder. This is where the bit is stuck on at the moment. The gear selection lever, allowing you to select between 2 gears available, and the clutch setting. If you don't know why the clutch is important, keep watching. I'll explain it to you later. On the clutch you also have the settings for drilling and hammer drilling as well. The battery is spring-loaded when held in a drill, so when you release it, it jumps forward a bit. Doesn't seem like much, but it does help to remove the battery quickly and easily. The battery slots back into the drill with a nice positive click to let you know that it is securely locked in place. The body of the drill itself seems to be of die-cast aluminium and plastic construction, very solid and robust. The handle is rubberized as well, giving you a very firm and secure grip. There is also a light just above the trigger, but that is not entirely useful. I'll show you why in a minute. The belt clip, by the way, is reversible and can be put on the other side of the drill by undoing this small screw if you are left-handed or just prefer the drill to hang on the other side of the belt. This is the charger with the battery in place. As you can see, the green light is flashing. That means it's charging. When the light goes solid green, the battery is fully charged. If the light is red and flashing quickly, this means that your battery is damaged and should be replaced immediately. And if the red light flashes long and short blinks in sequence, that means that the temperature is too hot or too cold for the charger to work properly. The battery can be left in the charger for an indefinite amount of time, and that will not damage it, and it will be kept topped up all the time. This is also stated in the instructions. I have never measured the charge time, but the manufacturers reported 40 to 60 minutes. Sounds about right. Here I'll try to show you how strong the torque is in this drill. I'm afraid I don't have any proper tools for measuring torque, but this is the largest screw I have just laying around, and I will try to drive this into this piece of wood from the end. Not the most technical of tests, but it's the best I can do to show you the capabilities of it. As you can see, that was no problem. I actually struggled to keep the wood from turning, and it's really easy to drive it out as well. I did mention there was a problem with the clips of the case, and that's because they are very easily detachable. I do not know if this was intentional, but I did have them fall off by accident once in a while. The case is closed. When the case is closed shut, they are solid, but getting them to close can sometimes makes those clips fall off. Also, the chuck is prone to loosening after many start and stop cycles. When you have something clamped in there, like a drill for example. That said, this is a reported problem on many of the cheaper cordless drills, and you just need to remember to check your chuck once in a while. Earlier I did tell you that the light in the front there is not very useful, and allow me to explain. Here I have dimmed the lights down in my workshop, and I have the same piece of wood, a small screw and a screw bit in a chuck. And if I turn the light on by pressing the trigger slightly, you can see that it does not really illuminate the screw well at all. The chuck casts a really big shadow, and if I turn the lights off completely, it is even more obvious. You can't see at all what you're doing. It would be much better if the light was mounted in the base of the drill near the battery. And finally, a demonstration why you want a good clutch on your cordless drill. Here I have the same piece of wood, a small wide head screw and a piece of roofing felt. If I was to drive this screw in at full torque, it just goes straight through the felt. However, if I was to knock the torque down using the clutch and drive the same screw through the same felt into the same piece of wood until the clutch starts slipping, now it is held in there nice and firmly and the felt was not damaged. The more steps the clutch has, the better control you have over the torque. And this has many applications as well if you need to screw something in with the fear of a delicate piece of wood splitting, for example, as well. Like I said, I had this drill for the last 4 months and I had no reliability problems whatsoever. If you watched my building the heat treatment oven series, you can see that I've drilled many small holes with this drill and several really large ones with no difficulty. This drill has also drilled about 250 holes in masonry in hammer drilling mode. In fact, the workshop we are in right now and the other workshop you've seen in a couple of other videos have been built entirely with the help of this tool. All in all, it's a great tool with some small issues. On the plus side, it comes with 2 lithium-ion batteries, the charger is really quick, the case is nicely built and heavy-duty, the overall construction is really good and robust, and it deals out a massive 48 Nm of torque, more than any other drill I found in this price range. On the downside, the clips of the case need work, the chuck can loosen up after time, the light is pretty much useless, and the auxiliary handle would have been a nice addition. Also, it is a somewhat heavy tool, weighing in at 3.8 kilograms, according to specifications. The main distributor of this tool is Argus in the UK, however they do pop up on eBay every now and again. So this was my brief review of the Stanley FatMax FMC620LB cordless hammer drill. Overall, I am extremely pleased with this purchase and I can recommend it to anyone who needs a cordless drill. It should be able to handle pretty much any job you throw at it with ease. I thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day. Take care.